Peace, love, and light to you, y'all. Jay the Creator here again with another video. Welcome to Jay's Talk Room, episode 3. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are doing well mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially, okay? And if you're not, I hope that you're in a place where you're at peace with that and you're able to see a positive perspective of life right now, because that's very important. Today's main topic will be communication. Very important topic, especially in today's world. This video will be a tad bit longer. I'm just gonna pace myself, Today's kind of just giving a vibe, and so I may kind of go in and out of conversation, and it's just because I'm in no rush, so vibe with me today, So my first subtopic of communication is going to be, it's a topic, is that communication looks different for everyone. And you have to remember that when you're encountering different people and different souls in this world. Because your communication style may not be theirs. And that's okay. But you have to be aware of that. And you have to move accordingly, because it's important to assess how someone communicates, if they even communicate or not, because that can really make or break a lot of relationships, and not just romantically, just relationships in general with people. So yeah, be aware of that. My next subtopic is going to be learning the different communication styles amongst each and every different individual. Because again, going back to what I just said, every one of us has different communication styles and the way we approach situations and how we like to be approached with situations when it comes to communication. So learning a person's communication style is imperative, it's necessary, and it's key. Again, to establishing, to building, and to maintaining any type of relationship with anyone. Yeah. I want you to reflect on a question here. Not even a question, a scenario. Think about a time where you and an individual had either an altercation, a disagreement, or an argument, or a separation, or whatever. Um, and after that situation ended, you felt as though if it was communicated differently or expressed differently, then the reaction of things or your reaction of things would have been different. Just think about that. And if you don't have any scenarios like that, think about a time maybe when you wish someone would have communicated anything to you and they didn't. I feel like that happens to a lot of us. But yeah, circling back to that, learning communication among each and every one of us is so important. It's so important. It looks so different for everyone. All of us have different life experiences that shape and mold us, that make and break who we are, and they affect each and every little aspect of our lives. So yeah. My next subtopic will be your expectations versus the reality of communication. And this one's an interesting one because I feel a lot of times, or even personally speaking, I have held a lot of expectations, communication-wise with people, and have been very let down and disappointed when those expectations were not met. And when the reality of the situation wasn't how I expected it, or wanted things to go. And this topic is very important because we have expectations and realities of everything, but just mainly focusing on communication, it's important that we express our expectations of communication with people. Personally, I feel that if we express our expectations, it makes things a lot easier in the process. Now, that doesn't mean that the reality that the communication will live up to the reality of your expectations, and we have to at times accept that and accept the fact that those people are not on your levels of expectations or requirements, especially when it comes to communicating feelings, when it comes to communicating important information, health, or just anything of that nature. Your expectations need to be met, and they need to be validated, and they are important. And so in the reality of things, if they're not being met, then there's going to be a disconnect with any individual. So yeah. Moving to my next subtopic, it's gonna be good communication, right? Good communication doesn't always mean approaching the situation immediately or right then and there. You know, as people, as energy in situations where emotion is evolved, which is a lot of the time, um, communication can be skewed or misunderstood due to those emotions, you know? And so it's not always good communication practice to address things right then and there, because maybe you or the other individual or individuals will not be receptive to the message that you're trying to put out, if you will. So at times it's good to let a situation just happen, kind of resolve-ish. Not really, because you still have to have that communication to resolve things. But just kind of let emotions simmer down, if you will, and let a clear mind kind of more so come into play, and a clear heart. And then sometimes in situations it's good to then later communicate. Now there's no time frame on that. That looks different for everyone, and it looks different for every situation. But yeah, take that into account as well. All right, so I believe this is going to be my last and final subtopic for today's topic of communication. And this one's going to be, just because there is communication does not mean that we're always going to get the results that we're looking for or that we need. And that kind of ties back into the reality of things, but also this kind of goes back into acceptance of things, right? And accepting that sometimes people are people. And again, our situations and the things that we go through mold and shape us. And sometimes you'll find in life that with certain people you'll hit a blockage, and that's okay. And you have to accept that for what it is and say, you know, I love this person for who they are, but this no longer serves me in the way that I needed to, or this no longer serves me in general. Especially if it's hindering you or hurting you in any way. You know, we just have to accept people for who they are sometimes and just let it be. And that can be hard. That can be very hard. But that is a very important skill to learn in this lifetime. Very important. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up my topic of communication. Hopefully you guys found this video enjoyable and informational. Again, these are just my opinions per se, and things that I've come to learn throughout my life so far. And I just want to share them with you guys. Maybe they can help someone, because you never know. But regardless of, You guys go out and be great in the world. Peace, love, and light to you. May you be safe. May you feel at peace. May you feel loved. And you are valued in this world. Remember that. And wake up every day walking like that with intention, with value. Yeah. All right. See you on the next one.